Welcome to Short Take Saturday on a Sunday. I saved the video today because of one big thing. Big news today. The Pro Bowl. Just kidding. I didn't watch the Pro Bowl. I don't even know who won the Pro Bowl. I don't care about the Pro Bowl. I only care about the Super Bowl. We'll talk football in another video. Let's get to the NBA. That's the hot story right now. I saved this video for today because the Cleveland Cavaliers played at 3:30. I figured I'd give you a better reaction video today to that game, how the Cavs played, and obviously they were tremendous today, 50 points in a quarter. Is that a franchise record? I don't recall the Cavs ever scoring 50 in a quarter, at least in my lifetime. So props to the Cleveland Cavaliers, a 43-point win today. But that's not the story that I was expecting to talk about in this video as of this morning. I figured it would be a great story from yesterday. Whatever the Cavs result was, I was hoping it would be a win and I could react off that and let you guys know my thoughts, which I just did, and I will tell you a little bit more later on. But I didn't realize this bombshell at 12:20 in the morning was going to drop. At least that's when I heard wind of it. I don't know. It might have been earlier in the day. But definitely not in the afternoon. It was definitely literally in the middle of the night. But it might have been like at 11:15. I don't know. Regardless, me and my buddy, we go out for drinks last night. Get home at about 12:20 in the morning. I check my phone. My buddy writes me back, Luka Doncic, according to Sean Charania, is a Los Angeles Laker. Anthony Davis in the trade. A few players also expected to be in the trade. And a 2029 first rounder going to Dallas. And I was honestly shaken to the core a little bit. Not that it was like, a bad thing. I'm not a Dallas Mavericks fan. I'm not a Los Angeles Lakers fan. So to me, it doesn't do much for me. But I was shaken to the core because that's such a huge move that I don't think anyone, and even top names in the NBA, expected. I don't think anyone expected this. Luka Doncic and Los Angeles Laker, the purple and gold, the uniform itself, to play in Hollywood with LeBron James and Jeannie Buss's organization, the Yankees of basketball. I mean, Luka Doncic is a Los Angeles Laker. It's real. We're living in that reality now. I can't believe it. I'm stunned. It doesn't feel real because it happened literally in a shady way in the middle of the night. And that's business of sports. People get traded, obviously. I'm not a Mavs fan either way, so I can't tell you my thoughts from a fan perspective. I think it sucks if you're a Mavs fan because that guy just took you to the finals. So that has to hurt. But in all honesty, the Dallas Mavericks are bubbling 500. I don't think even with Luka Doncic they were going back to the finals this year. Not with Memphis and Oklahoma City and Houston playing the way they are. And the Denver Nuggets. You don't want to throw them out. And now the Lakers are back in the conversation. And they were on the bubble. They're the 5th seed right now. So, right now, though, they're staring down that gun barrel of the Denver Nuggets, a team that's owned them the last few seasons. So, I think that's going to be a big thing going in now to the NBA season is the rest of the NBA season is how does this Luka Doncic, LeBron James chemistry work, and will it be enough to uplift the Los Angeles Lakers to the finals? It's possible. I don't think it will happen. I think the Los Angeles Lakers have some significant defensive problems still, and Luka Doncic is not going to be the guy that's going to be able to fix that. So that's where I stand on that, but we'll talk about that here in a second. But this trade was just a stunner. I'm still shaken by it. It just, to me, it's just the weirdest trade I may have ever seen. Because truthfully, I see what's in it for the Los Angeles Lakers. They get a superstar. LeBron James may be in Jeannie Buss's ear right now. Hey, listen, Jeannie, I'm getting up there in age. I just played with my son. I've broken all these records. I've won all my chips. I have my legacy established. I'm set. This is probably my last year as a Los Angeles Laker. That's possibly going on behind closed doors. So maybe the Los Angeles Lakers front office and Jeannie Buss, they're thinking we need to make a move of some sort to keep the Lakers relevant. Because if LeBron James isn't there, there is no talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. And honestly, even with LeBron James there really shouldn't be much talking about the Los Angeles Lakers because they're not the Nuggets. They're not the Thunder. They're not the Rockets. They're not the Grizzlies right now. They just aren't. This move might help them get into that conversation a little bit more. Obviously, it already has. They're the Lakers. They're a glamour organization. They're the Yankees of basketball. I get all that. But this move, because of LeBron James's future, think about this. Luka Doncic now has the ability to take over and be that superstar of this team and keep Hollywood engaged with the Los Angeles Lakers. Keep that fan base selling tickets. Keep that fan base relevant in the playoff conversation, maybe in the finals conversation in the future. I mean, that's where the Lakers are at this point. They just got a guy that will keep them in the title conversation post LeBron James. So the Lakers, yes, they're pushing their chips to the table a little bit to be a contender this year. Having said that, the future benefit for the Los Angeles Lakers trading for Luka Doncic is massive. He's a superstar. He's already played in one NBA Finals. He could play in another. He's that good. So everything is on the table for the Lakers in that sense. They're going to be relevant for a long time now. I don't see what the gain here is for the Dallas Mavericks at all. You were just coming off a Western Conference Finals championship. You were coming off an NBA Finals appearance. And granted, you got smoked. And granted, you're about 500 this year anyway with Luka Doncic. So, yeah, it doesn't really make sense, though, either way. You still have a superstar on your team, and you have good players. Kyrie Irving, I mean, I know about Kyrie Irving from his time in Cleveland. He's not the Kyrie Irving of 2016, but he's still really darn good. You look at Klay Thompson, he's not the Klay Thompson of 2016. He's still okay. You look at Anthony Davis coming there, who's been beat up and injury prone. The Dallas Mavericks, to me, look like the Los Angeles Clippers. They're a retirement home now of the NBA. There's nothing there that's going to, I think, excel this team over the top, and I don't see a gain in it. The 2029 first-round pick, sure, that might help you build to your future, but that's 4 years down the line. And maybe that's where the Dallas Mavericks mentality is right now. We're not going to win a championship, so let's just ease it off. Let's dump off our big superstar to the Los Angeles Lakers and focus on the future. Because that's what it looks like. And being the retirement home next to the Los Angeles Clippers of the NBA. Because all those superstars are probably just old superstars at this point. They're not going to win you a chip. And I don't see any chemistry there either. And there was a lack of chemistry even this season with the Mavericks and everything going on there right now. I'm not sure that's all working out. Obviously, they're still above 500 to a degree, but the Cavs smoked them today. And my golly, did the Cavs do a great job against the Dallas Mavericks in that basketball game earlier this afternoon. But having said that, the Mavericks have no gain here. The Lakers have everything to gain. I still don't think the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be in the NBA Finals this year. I think those four teams between OKC, Denver, Memphis, and Houston are all better than them. But having said that, I think the Lakers, their future is very, very bright with that move. And they're definitely now in the driver's seat to compete for many, many years to come with Luka Doncic there. They just got to build around him some more talent. I think with the talent they have there, it's going to look a little clunky until LeBron James retires. But we'll see what happens post-LeBron. That's going to be interesting. But if this is LeBron's last wave to try to win a title here, that's a darn good move by the Los Angeles Lakers to try to possibly get something out of that. So we'll see. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, though, as I said, 50 points in the first quarter. I don't know if that's a franchise record, but you can correct me in the comments if it isn't. I think it's a franchise record. It was over. The Dallas Mavericks are clearly gassed from that move, from that stunner. And it's a bad day to be a Dallas Maverick fan because not only did the Cavs smoke you, you just lost your superstar. So that is a tough place to be if you're a Dallas Maverick fan right now. But you know what? For the Cavs, we'll take it for what it's worth. 40-9. We're riding out the Eastern Conference right now. We're 2 wins away from clinching an above 500 record. The Cavs are tremendous. They just are. They're a tremendous basketball team. I see them winning about 64, 65 games. I really do. They're just keeping up this momentum. They might end up, I see a plus 60 win team at this point. I think I'm almost willing to guarantee that. It's just going to be what happens in the playoffs at this point. And to ride the wave like they did, you know, to beat up a team that just lost their superstar and had a stunning breaking story come out. I don't want to say like the Mavs, you know what, they deserve scrutiny for playing the way they did because they were awful today. But that was a bombshell. To lose your superstar and then lose by 43 points, that's just a bad way to end your weekend if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan. And probably a bad way to end your season because there's no way the Dallas Mavericks are probably even looking at the playoffs at this point or probably just the play-in tournament. I don't know. Do you see the Dallas Mavericks matching up with any of those 5 teams that top the West right now anyway? LUKA or not, it's a bombshell. So I'm still stunned and shaken by that story, in all honesty, just because I don't think anyone just expected it. It was so unexpected. Literally done in the middle of the night, almost in a shady way. That's literally how I view this trade. No one saw it coming. I don't think anyone from either fan base saw it coming. Even people in small markets like Cleveland or Philadelphia or New York or wherever you win. New York's a big market, but I'm just naming out NBA cities: Sacramento, San Antonio. Any market where there's an NBA team. I don't think anyone saw this coming. That's unreal. It's just an unreal trade. I'm stunned by it. I really, really am. Obviously, for the Cavs, I'm not as worried about it because the Cavs have already played the Lakers this season. And the next time if we do see the Los Angeles Lakers, it would be in the finals. So I think this would be a really intriguing story for the NBA, too. If LeBron James and Luka Doncic take the Lakers to the finals and Cleveland is there waiting for them. LeBron James is possibly last year as a player in the NBA, plays the team that drafted him. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, with their new young core, try to fight for a title without LeBron James. I think that would be a great story for the NBA. And personally, I'm at a point where I might hope for that. Although I love Oklahoma City, Houston, and Denver. I do love them. I don't think Denver is the Denver of old right now, but they're still a fun team to watch. And I do enjoy watching the Memphis Grizzlies, too. I think Oklahoma City is still the title favorites right now in the Western Conference. So we'll see what takes place. But that was a bombshell story. I'm still shaken by it to the core. I feel bad in a way for Dallas Mavericks fan being thrown essentially a curveball. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. It's just a bombshell. We have a lot of special announcements coming up on Raw Takes this week. Stay tuned for Tuesday's edition of the show. Plus, we'll have more on the Super Bowl this week. Chiefs, Eagles, my thoughts. I already gave out my official score prediction. I have the Chiefs winning the game. But we'll talk about the magnitude of that game, the officiating of the game, even the halftime show maybe for a little bit. We'll talk all about it on Raw Takes this week. So stay tuned for that. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for tuning in to Short Take Weekend with Andrew Hody. Have a wonderful day.